Okay, we're back from work. It's Monday. I'm here to update you. My nyrbs came. I ordered these in late January before I flew. I ordered 3 books, but 2 of them came in. I ordered 2 nyrbs and 1 Penguin Classics, and my nyrbs came in. So, little book haul. I am so excited for these. These are my first nyrbs. So the first book I got is Grand Hotel by Vicky Baum. It's about a Grand Hotel, shocker, in the center of 1920s Berlin. There are a host of interesting characters who come through this hotel and stay. So for example, there's a World War I veteran whose face has been sliced in half by a shell. He spends his days in this hotel, reading the paper and inquiring about a letter that he is waiting for and has been waiting for, but has yet to arrive. So there is also a ballerina who is now fighting a losing battle, not so much against age as against her fear of it. Also, the director of a family firm that's not as thriving as it would appear. So yeah, there's just a lot of interesting characters and secrets that these characters have. So it does remind me a lot of The Gentleman in Moscow. Okay, as you can see, I've been interrupted and I've lost my shirt because I stained it by mistake. It was an accident, a tragic one. But anyway, so yeah, that was the first book. The next book I got was Count Dorgel's Ball by Raymond Rodriguez. I'm very intrigued by this one. So it's about Count Dorgel, the titular character. He is handsome, charming, and carefree, a model of cool aristocratic aplomb. And he has a wife, the Countess, who is beautiful and she loves him more than anything. They meet the clever young Francois, and then Count Dorgel throws a masquerade ball where, of course, all secrets will come to light. I am very intrigued. I've had a flick through and I do like what the writing style looks like. It's very interesting to me that the format of the nyrbs are not consistent. So this one is text is pretty wide, and then by contrast, the Grand Hotel has a smaller font and it's more neat. But I do love the feel and the texture of these books so much. So happy! I'm so happy. I love getting new books. It's really a new kind of, it's like a different kind of dopamine, you know what I mean? I combed through the website very meticulously to find the nyrbs that I was sure I wanted to read, because I feel like in an ideal world I would love to have an entire bookshelf of nyrbs. I need to be selective because I don't have that much space and I need to pick something that I will most likely enjoy. So I feel like these 2 were very good choices. It's a new day. I need to put on some lip. It's Saturday. It's the end of a week, so I haven't gotten that much reading done. I feel like that's been the theme for the longest time, but it's true, unfortunately. Let's see. Let me get my book. I'm still in the middle of, okay, not even in the middle of, I'm still at the beginning of Pure Color. I've gotten 40 pages in and it's kind of picking up, I guess. Like I'm getting more context about Annie and Mira and it's going somewhere, but I haven't been able to make a significant dent in this book. I guess I was pretty ambitious when I said I wanted to finish it in a week, but that's what happens when you have a job and that job is taking up most of your daytime. I am enjoying it. I think I like the writing, and so I'm staying for the writing. Then I'm also reading other things on my Kindle. Still continuing The Consultant. I have made some good progress actually because I read it on and off on my commute, on my phone, when I'm eating lunch. It's a lot easier to digest in pure color. So I'm about 34% in now. It's interesting so far. So it's about a man who was contacted by this mysterious company. He's basically tasked with consulting on how to murder people in the most natural way. The writing style is very blunt, very straightforward, no frills. I'm not loving the misogynistic tone, I'm not gonna lie to you. So I'm like, but it's an interesting plot. I want to know what happens. And then, oh my god, I forgot. I also want to read. Okay, so this is also the other thing I want to read because I saw a TikTok video recommending it and like saying that it released, but it's Wings of Starlight by Alison Saff. This is a YA novel about the story of Queen Clarion, aka the Queen of Pixie Hollow. So that was not on my bingo card for this year, I'm not gonna lie, but it sounds so interesting. Like, it's about her love story with the king of the ice realm. I forgot what his name was, but I remember watching that movie, the Snow Realm Tinkerbell movie. That's so exciting. I'm very, very excited. I'm the kind of person that needs easier reads in the middle of my other, the denser, heavier books, so it's perfect. Yeah, okay, I need to go because I'm late. I need to go to the museum. I want to get there before the crowds kind of start to come in. And then I'm planning to look at some perfumes, and I have lunch plans. So yeah, let's go. I was filming earlier today and I put my tripod on my TV console, and as I finished the last sentence, it fell over and crashed onto the floor. And so my screen protector is a spiderweb of cracks right now. I thought I'd share. But so it's Saturday night. It's the end of my reading vlog this week. Let's conclude, shall we? What have I read this week? I have read 40 pages of pure color. Technically not 40 pages, more like 20 something, because, or like 30 something. Maybe I'd read that much of pure color. I managed to underline some very, very interesting quotes in my half asleep state. Because I only read this right before bed as like a way to make my eyes droop. And that I mean by staring at real paper instead of a screen. I don't mean that this book is boring. I think I've droned on about this book for most of this vlog, so let's skip, shall we? I did start the Pixie Hollow novel. I mean, do I really need to say more? Sign me up, you know? But I'm 23% in. I started reading it this morning. So I went to the museum again this morning because I wanted to take a look at the exhibit. It's Cézanne and Renoir. I arrived a little late and I had plans for lunch. By the time I got there, I had like 20 minutes to look around. And you don't just take 20 minutes to look through a Cézanne and Renoir exhibit, you know? So I ended up just sitting by the windows and just reading, and it was very, very nice. I was reading this all throughout my commute. Like, I was walking and my eyes were glued to my Kindle. I mean, it's just like I'm reading a Pixie Hollow movie. So I'm down. I like it. It's also really nice that we get to see Queen Clarion in her youth, when she was before she became queen, when she was younger, when she was still possessing of the insecurity and the doubts that plague youth everywhere. So yeah, that's that. And then I got 34% into The Consultant. The writing style is quite rambly. He just rambles a lot and goes on a lot of different tangents about different topics. Sometimes I do find myself going, all right, what is the point of this? And so I'm reading this purely for the plot, I'm not gonna lie, because it is a thriller. So I just want to know what happens. I don't want to spoil anything, too much, but basically the way he works, he was approached by a man working for this company. He was put in a condo, and then he is asked to write a series of stories ending up with the murder of a character. The all the information on the characters and the plot and their backgrounds are given to him by the company. At this point, he still thinks he's writing a series of mystery novels for a publisher. So that's the update. I have gotten 20% on average into 3 different books, and I would say I'm equally invested in all 3 of them. I saw this quote that was like, you need to be dating books. You need to treat books like dates. Like, you can't just go on one. Like, you have to, jump around and see what's up and not be so committed to one book in the beginning, at least. So that's the approach I tried to take this week, just because if I stuck to one book, I would not have gotten that much reading done. I think it's paying off. I've read 20% on average of one book, which means I've read 60% of a singular book. The logic is there. That is the update. I'm gonna have to go back to the museum a 3rd time to actually be able to enter this exhibit. 3rd time's the charm, right? I'll see you in the next one.